Hello, this is Catherine Dubberly, the Answer Lady. Today I'd like to show you the transfer bind-off for knitting boards. We have two versions we're going to look at, both of which produce a neat chain stitch along the edge, but one of them is designed to keep the fabric perfectly smooth at the edge, and the other is designed to draw it in, functioning as a little bit of a decrease. Let's look at them now. Alright, let's bind off with the transfer method. We lift the end stitch and move it to the next peg, wrap the peg that now has two loops, and knit those two loops off. Now move the new stitch to the next peg, wrap, and lift the two loops over. And you work all the way across in this manner. This produces a nice, neat chained edge, and you have a lot of control over the tightness. There is another variation that I occasionally use when you want to pull in the end of the fabric, and that is to transfer every other stitch to the next needle. This one doesn't want to play nice, but it's going to go. Before beginning. And every time I use it, I don't worry about whether it ends up perfectly even or not. I would just leave that alone. And it works exactly the same way. You ignore the empty pegs, knit over all the loops, transfer to the next peg that is in work, wrap, knit over all the loops. And the point of this is to purposely draw in the end of the knitting. This is how I shape the toes of my fabulous felted booties. So it's not something you're going to use very often because this shape is not something we want very often. However, when you do, it's nice to have a way to get it. There's the first part, every needle. Here's the second part. You can see it pulling in. I hope you find this helpful with your knitting projects. Happy knitting, and bye now.